Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Falcon Farming. I've got sad news. Unfortunately, my tree in the backyard has died. One day it was green, and then within 2-3 days it was turning brown, and then before the week had ended it was gone. Got an arborist to look at it. He said, yep, it's got to come down. Doesn't know why it died, but I guess that's the way it goes. There's one tiny little bit of green just there, but the rest is dead, and it's already started to snap off and fall on the roof. So yeah, he's going to chop it down today in about 9 minutes and 45 seconds. He should be here. What he's going to do is leave me 2.5 meter lengths, and then like maybe 1.5 meter lengths as high up as he can go, so I can get it milled, and just make the most of what I've got there. Mulch for rest, anything like for branches sticking off to the side that's bigger than like 200 but smaller than 300. He can't put through the mulcher, so he's just going to chop up in lengths and leave it as firewood, dry it out, split it, and then the rest of it's going to get mulched. He'll leave it straight in the driveway, and I'll shovel it and just put it in a pile somewhere. So the timber takes 2 years to dry out, so once I get it milled I'll have it stacked up somewhere inside in the sunroom, taking up more room. But yeah, just trying to make the most of what we've got here, make the most of a bad situation. And because it'll be gone, he's going to stump grind as low as we can. I've got to still dig out a little bit because when they built the house, they just threw all the crap. They always do. They just throw all the excess just in a pile somewhere, and it was around the tree, and there's bricks and everything there. But what I'll do is I'll extend this garden bed so it's the same as this one, and make 2 of them instead of one, L-shaped one, much easier to fence off. With me, it'll be a tiny gap between, so I have to have access from that side, access from this side with a tiny gap between. And yeah, I'll get 1 extra garden bed. And then yeah, I've still got all my natives over here that I can plant along the back fence and stuff, and have sort of like a back fence. And I was thinking of getting rid of a bath because I never use it. And I was going to get rid of the fireplace, because if I want a fire, I just go to Mitchell's and we do it there, because he's got a proper setup. I could put one here, but I prefer production rather than once in a lifetime fire. And like I said, I just go to Mitchell's, hang out with him, and do it at his house. Yeah, so get rid of that and put a beehive in the corner. So got my native stingless there, which should be enough separation, just as a guess. And then I've got the one out the front. So yeah, if I put one in the corner, hopefully it'll be out of the way. I won't get stung if I go over into that corner. But I've been around beehives a little bit, and they're very chill until you like really block the hole. So yeah, that way they can sort of fly up and around and out and away from this side towards the neighbour's house. So yeah, then I'll get some honey production, because the honey I get now is from a guy at work whose neighbour from where he has his property out west. He gets honey. He used to be a beehive beekeeper, but he's like 90 something and he doesn't want to do it anymore, and we're keeping him in business. And I mean, he's eventually going to either die or give up and say, no, this is too much. So even for mates rates type of thing. So be a little bit more self-sufficient with my honey. Plus, get all the flavours of around my garden, just like I do with my native bees. So I get like the nectarines when the nectarines are flowering, and my neighbour did have a tree here which was really fragrant. It was really nice. But yeah, lots of natives. Like a lot of the neighbours have lots of natives, and there's bush there, and a lot of those trees flower. A lot of them are flowering gums, so I reckon I'll be right. So yeah, I'll try and film some of the tree cutting process, maybe put my phone up on a tripod and get a time lapse or something. So sad day, but make the most of what we got. Arborists are here. And the chookies are wondering what's going on. What's going on, girls? What's all that noise out the front? If it's too noisy, I might have to lock you up somewhere else. Not much mulch at all so far. He's done one mulch and we've got that out there. They're making good progress. It's just a twig now. So much taken off it. Nearly fully cut down, and only that much? It's not that much at all. There's the twig that's left. Just finishing off the last little bits now. Gonna take that down, cut it to there, that's firewood, and then that's one piece, and then there's gonna be one and two more at the bottom that I can mill up. Only a little bit more to go. Firewood's piling up even bigger. I got the important job. That there, roll it over sort of good, come in half and roll it over. Well, it's all done. Chicken's having a field day, scratching around, and I've got a lot of firewood. Look at all that. And all that down there. I don't know how I'm going to get these out the front to be picked up for milling, but we'll figure that out when we get to it. It could sit there for years until it needs to be done, but I've got to get this one at least forward and that end around to here so the stump grinder can come in with his tracks and grind that out. I've got to dig around that as well, so as well as building the bike, I'll be doing that for the next couple of weeks, I guess, until Germany. Yeah, so trees down. Looks like I'll be extending the garden beds, and means we'll get more solar throughout the winter, but we won't have a tree to shade in summer. So we'll have to figure out a better solution with some type of trellis with like sweet potato or something, or pumpkin growing over to shade all the vegetables. Just use the permaculture principles to make the most of what we got. So thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope you, I hope you're not sad. Don't be sad. There's always a solution to a problem. And although it's a sad one, seeing a tree getting cut down, but there's always a beginning, because the 50 Wollemi pines I have, they're going to survive and they're going to go in the ground, and we're going to do big things in the future. So stay tuned and see you in the next episode.